Hello everyone, welcome back to another great episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Today we're going to be doing a curried ground beef and potato casserole. It's going to have rice in it, and so it's going to have a couple steps. I'm going to explain to you what I have done already just to save us some time. So let's get started. Here for the ground beef part, I have 2 pounds of ground beef here. Now, we're not going to be using all the ground beef. So if you look at the description below of the recipe, it's only going to say 1 pound of ground beef. The reason why I'm doing 2 is because I'm also preparing for another video that is going to be layered samosas, and I'm going to be using that ground beef in the layered samosas. So now for the once the ground beef is going to be cooked, we're going to curry it. And for the curried part of this dish, I have here 1.5 tablespoons of ginger, 1.5 tablespoons of garlic. That's already pureed. I did this at home. I have a video if you want to watch. 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 2 teaspoons of garam masala. I have here a tablespoon of chili garlic sauce, the sambal one. I use that all the time. A teaspoon of cumin seeds, and then I have 2 tablespoons of oil, and we don't need any more oil in that. We're also going to be using about 2 to 4 tablespoons of tomato paste. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be, when we start making it, we'll see if we need more. The other one thing that I want to use, and I use this when I make this at home, and it turns out really delicious, is I'm going to be adding just about a tablespoon of the nihary mix in there. For some reason, it tastes really, really good with the nihary mix in there. And then I'm also going to be adding 2 tablespoons of ketchup that I forgot to bring out. That is completely optional. I like this dish to be a little spicy and a little bit sweet. So if you don't like the sweetness in this dish, omit the ketchup. Now, we are going to be layering this dish with fried sliced potatoes, and I did this ahead of time. I've only put salt and pepper on it just because I'm sure you didn't want to watch me making frying potatoes. I have here 1.5 onions that I have also fried up, and if you want to see a video of how to do the sliced or the fried onions, leave me a comment below, and I'll do a video especially for that. Then we're also going to be adding, once the ground beef is done, we've curried it, we're also going to be adding a cup of onions in there, which are store-bought, and it gives it a really, really good taste. I have here rice. I have 2 cups of cooked rice. It's already cooked and ready to go. We're going to be also putting some spring onions in there just to give it some color and to give it that taste. We're going to be topping that with chopped coriander. And the onions are going to go in our ground beef, and I'll show you all that in steps. So let's get started. First, we're just going to add our ground beef into the pot with no seasonings, nothing. The reason I do that is because I want to get the raw taste of all that meat out. And then, and this has been a little oxidized because I've taken it out about an hour ago. Otherwise, it is fresh ground beef. So basically, we're just going to cook this until it is completely cooked through, and I'm going to show you how much water is going to come out of it. Now, if you add your seasonings right now, for some reason I have done this ground beef so many times and I just don't like it. I feel like the seasonings don't taste very good when you add it before it is completely cooked through. So I'm just going to go ahead, finish cooking this ground beef. I'll come back and I'll show you how much water is released from it. Ground beef has turned brown from pink, and you can see all that liquid in there. And you want this liquid to completely evaporate before we start putting our onions and all the spices in there. Ground beef is done, dry. I put it in a container. We're going to start to curry our ground beef now. Tel or oil. Onions or dungri, We're gonna fry these onions until they're a little golden brown. Then we're gonna add our cumin. Onions are turning golden brown, so now we're just gonna start adding all our spices. Let's add garlic and ginger, and then I added my cumin seeds. Jeeru nakkidideni yanında. Sambal, powder, turmeric, coriander powder, garam masala, tomato paste, 4 tablespoons, 4 chamcha. Lemon pepper, nimak or salt, chundo or ground beef, fried onions ready made, tayar dungri, tareli, nihari powder, thoruk pani, a little water, ketchup, thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some cilantro, chopped up cilantro in there, and then we're done with this dish, and then we're going to start layering. You can see that I've already put my first layers of potatoes, the fried potatoes in. Now we're going to start layering it with the rice. I layered my rice, and then I'm just going to add the spring onions on there and just give it a little mix. Tareli dungri or fried onions, ground beef or chundo mixture, potatoes, kanto batata, rice or chokha, kothmiri or coriander, fried onions, tareli dungri. So I got the first layer out. You can see here that the layers are in there. Also, if you look from the side here, you can see all those layers in there. And I haven't given it a taste test yet. So I'll do it now, tell you what I think. Try and get everything, the potato, the the spring onions that we put in gives it a real pop in the mouth. The ground beef tastes amazing. I love the potatoes, and my favorite part is the fried onions. This is a delicious dish. You can make this ahead of time. You can make this in big quantities. Only one thing I would say that if you're gonna warm this up, cover it with foil, put it in the oven 350 degrees for about 20-25 minutes, because the dish is fully cooked. You're only putting it in the oven to warm it up. So today we made this really tasty ground beef, potato, and rice casserole dish. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Hope you can join me here next time with another great video. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the bell and the notification so you can get notifications every time I upload a video. Subscribe, and share this video if you like it. Thank you so much.